Nice butt in there.
All right, so I think the recording should be started. This VC is just going to be a little quick Christmas voice chat just to go over the web app right now and maybe gather a few of your suggestions and ideas for things that we could implement over the holidays. The web app has now been out for 2 days to all tiers, and this morning we've already pushed an update list of over 15 updates, I believe. I didn't count them myself, but I think it's around 15. You guys can check for yourself. I'll try to get a little clip up here in the video for everyone else to see. The dev's nice handwritten update list. So let's just get into it. The web app. So this is pretty much the bare bones of what we're going to build on, right? This is not a finished web app by any means, but the functionality that's already on it is polished and working. So now the plan is to keep building new functionality, whether Twitter or not Twitter related, onto this web app here. With this web app, we can essentially pretty much do anything. All we have to do is keep adding some different pages. So this is a very simple dashboard. You got your wallet, your balance, your Telegram name, and then your Twitter account. It shows you the service status, making sure everything's all good. If something's not good or the dev is pushing an update, you'll see that these will turn to red for a few minutes. Usually we'll update you guys about that beforehand though. And then updates. The dev will make minor notes of the updates that he pushes during each day or whenever he does push an update. Keep in mind, these are just shortened versions, nice and quick to not take up too much space on the web app, because you guys seen this morning the list was about 15 updates long. So if you just stuck that in here, that would just take up too much space for nothing. So that's the dashboard. You guys suggested that we put the banner on top. Some suggested on top, or some suggested making it smaller. We went with making it smaller for now, right? We're always still open to maybe moving it, but this is where the advertisements will be. And when you open up the trending page, you can see that these boxes are now a heck of a lot bigger than they were before. So you got the little advertisements here on the side, and this is going to be auto scroll. Right now there's only just us here because we haven't started our advertisement program yet. But once we do, these will just scroll, similar to a banner overhead, but it'll just be on the side. And these will constantly be scrolling and show you the different advertisements and how we're ranking them. So I'm just going to take a quick look. See, all right, Omen even hopped in. I don't know if it's early or late for Omen, but thanks for joining, my friend. All right, so the feeds, right? We got the top project feed, this thing here. You got the interactive charts. You can pick whether you want trending, the latest deployed projects, right, and ranked by time, or the latest deployed projects ranked by tweet count, right? That's what these two do here. Right now we're just going to look at trending. Got all the time frames from 3 minutes all the way up to 7 days. You got the tokens and how they're ranked. Sniper and all the relevant links right up here, right? And I don't know if some of you guys noticed, we might have to change a color on here so you guys can see it better. But there is a little dot here, and if you click on that, it just takes a little second to load, but it'll load up the bubble maps for that project. And it's completely interactive. You could click on it as well. So yeah, you could click on these as well. I think I'm getting some feedback from somewhere. All right, we're good. So yeah, you can click on every circle as well, and essentially, it's 5 a.m. for Omen, Jesus. So yeah, you can click on every circle and just get the right wallet rank. This is number 2. He's got 4.16% of the supply. You guys know bubble maps. I don't need to explain how bubble maps works to you. It just pretty much essentially shows you who's holding who's holding how many tokens and their wallet addresses, right, along with the rank. And you can just switch back to the chart. This is completely interactive as well, right? You can pick what candles that you want. You can pick everything for the chart. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. You just got to hold control if you want to maintain the aspect ratio. And you can pick your time frame as well, right? These are 30-minute bars. You can stick it down to 1 minute. And now you got the 1 minute chart. So charts are completely interactive. All you have to do is scroll to go down. It'll show you the different projects, right? Ranked by tweets. This is the same as what trending was in the Telegram bot, right? For those of you who have been using your Telegram bot, you just did /trending. This is the exact same, except now you got the charts, the visuals, and everything included. Latest followings, right? We have a little database here for people who do trial access, right? We're going to be giving access codes. Once we get the access codes working for the web app, we're going to be giving those out. And we have a little database of accounts that we have just put in our database for all. So that's what that is. All is just a mini database. There is not massive alpha there by any means, but it's just to show what the tech does for someone who might just be joining and doesn't have any accounts to follow, doesn't quite understand, right? So that's what all is. All is just a small database that we've collected of people and their alerts. But then when you click on followed, it'll just be the people that you followed, right? I got PoEther, Money Gems. I'll show you guys who I'm following later. But that is what followed does. We just have all just so that people can see what the product does without having anybody, without them following anybody, essentially. So the followings are pretty much the follows and the tweets are the tweets, right? It's self-explanatory. In this column, all you're going to get are projects that are followed. In this column, all you're going to get are project tweets. So that eliminates the bot cluster that you guys used to have. Sometimes it was a follow alert, sometimes it's a tweet alert. Now it's all sorted nice and neatly, right? And like I said again, this is just a starting point. Now that we have this, we could do a lot more. Like for example, I'll bring up the recording. I'll go in the suggestion box real quick and tell you guys a suggestion that I dropped just recently. So a whole new page on the web app. One of the columns is a top gainer account, right? We've been working hard behind the scenes on getting top gains working, where we verify the Twitter account that shilled, the time of the shill, the market cap at the time of the shill, and the gains done, so we can give you guys an accurate list of who's actually calling decent projects on Twitter and making money, right? So we're gonna have one list. It would be, instead of top projects, right, top gains. Then we'll have newly deployed projects on Twitter, not by contract, newly created token account, right? 0 followers, fresh account just created. You'll get pings and notifications in another column. Third column will be top followed projects on Twitter, right? So we'll have a trending list, but based on how many people follow. Not like the tokens where how many people are tweeting them, but which project is growing the biggest audience based on follows, right? And once we get that done, there might be a few more Twitter related things to add that are in the suggestion box. Like you guys see, there's we've been forwarding all the suggestions you guys give us once again. So that's why we encourage suggestions, right? Please give them, because we forward all of them and we get work done on it. I actually, like I said, one of these suggestions, I'll show you, we're getting into it right now, was actually made by our friend Odin yesterday. He made the suggestion yesterday, we got it done by today. Mind you, it wasn't the hardest suggestion in the world to implement, but it just goes to show if you guys have the suggestions and give them, we're going to get it done. So, pretty self-explanatory, top projects, latest followings, latest tweets, right? And this is, if we go like this, there's nothing in the last half hour, right? But this will be the latest deploys by their time, and then this will be the latest deploys by how many tweets they have, right? This just so happens to have the same amount of tweets. It has more tweets, and it was just recently deployed, so it's the top of both. So that's these columns right here and what they do. Now you go to your settings, right? And in your settings, I'm not sure if some of you notice this once again, right? The dot's a little hard to see. We'll try to make that a bit more visible for you guys. But right here is where you pick either your Dex or your Sniper. And we're missing a few Sniper options currently, but those will be added either tomorrow or the day after. The dev was just waiting to have the proper emoticon to put for the Sniper, right? Instead of just putting a basic emoticon. So now the people that you follow, right? I can follow up to 30. I've only followed 16, so let's just, right, show you guys how you follow. You can follow like that, unfollow that guy. All right, you guys see it in live time, how it's following and unfollowing and everything's all good. Everything works like that. Or you could follow an account, right? Follow an account, click here to try. So you could start following different accounts if you just got one, right? Add your one account right there. And if you got a list of accounts that you have and you don't want to add them one at a time, you just have to click there, and then you have the batch follow option. You just have to enter the accounts that you want to follow separated by a comma. So say Elon Musk, Vitalik, and whoever, right? Just separate it by a comma, and then you can follow 30 people at once if you wish to do so. That should save any trouble for if ever we need to do a system reboot of any kind where you guys have to refollow people. We recommend just making this list like this the first time, copying your list, saving your list. That way, if ever for any reason we have to do a system reboot and you guys have to refollow your accounts, you can just copy paste in there one time, follow. Your whole 30 people will be followed again. It won't be a big inconvenience to you guys. Now, you can also just hit this garbage can here if you just want to delete an account, right? We'll just boom. Now it's gone. And another feature, which I don't know if some of you guys noticed, this is the last feature, and what Odin gave us a suggestion to do the other day was when you click this little eye here, it will give you a feed, right? So it'll show you a feed of everything that the person has tweeted or followed. So you could open multiple pages of the app if you wish and just have these feeds live as well if you're interested in a specific account at that time, right? If you're following 30 people, the feeds in here will still obviously work, but sometimes you just want a closer look or an overview, right? So if you want to see, let's just click here, Easy Money Gems, right? These are all the things that he's recently tweeted about, all the tokens he's recently tweeted about, and these are all the tokens that he's recently followed. So you can just easily go through here, wake up in the morning, click on your favorite influencer, scroll down, oh, these are the projects he followed today. Oh, and he tweeted about these projects, right? And it links, this was the suggestion, right? These did not link to the project as of yesterday, today they do. Right, that was one suggestion that was made and it's done. So now if you wanted to see what this BRC app was, for example, you would just click it. And it just brings you right to the project page. So that's pretty much an overview of the web app and how it is right now. We have our sponsoring opportunities as well. We're going to be setting our prices in stone very shortly, but everything is fully working and functional. And yeah, that pretty much is the overview of the website for right now, the web app. And if there's any questions or suggestions, I'll be happy to take them now. Or if you guys feel like I've missed something or not gone over something, feel free to let me know. Open up the Telegram chat. 5 a.m. Bubble Maps is sweet. It's looking amazing. So how many people we got in here? We only have a few people, obviously, because it's close to Christmas. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions... Oh.
Hello.
Sorry about that, guys. My internet cut out real quick. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or questions, feel free to fire them off now. That's pretty much a overview of the web app. So yeah, that's pretty much okay. What are the different tiers? What's the minimum tokens I need to? Same as our normal tiers. So basic is 1K, but currently basic doesn't have access to the beta. Bronze, silver, and gold do, and bronze is 12.5K tokens. Silver is 25K tokens, and gold tier is 50K tokens. And we're hoping to release the web app for everybody, right, with the subscription model for early January. Right, we'd like to see it done as close to the New Year's as possible, but we do want to beta test with you guys first. Make sure that we get rid of any bugs. There's a few other features we also would like to add before we go public, so we'd like to get those put in and get you guys testing it. And then once we feel, it's fairly good for market, we'll bring it to market. And then we just keep building upon that. So I touched on some of the ideas that we have for additional development of the web app in the Twitter space, and then once we're done that, then we go into other areas. So anything you guys have to suggest, feel free. But we already have quite a bit already built for after that. I'm not going to let you guys know exactly what it is yet, but we have something fully built that can be added onto this website to make our product even greater. But that is a secret that I am keeping secret until the New Year's, my friends. So you guys could take guesses. That's absolutely fine. But I will be keeping it a little hidden until the New Year's, but it's completely built. I've touched on it before as well, so it might not come as a big surprise to many of you guys, but it's been touched on before. I see Vic's typing. Right on, right on. Appreciate that, Vic. Yeah, appreciate that. We want to add a few more things before we give it public to the subscription model, and we also want to up the follows, right? So our holders, you guys are going to get your follows upped, whereas subscription models will have the current follows, right? So gold tier for subscription will have 30 follows. Gold tier for the holder will have 80 follows. So we are going to have, right? We're going to have a web app that is fantastic for the subscription people. Don't get me wrong. It'll still be great for them, but there will be added bonuses and benefits for those who hold. So hopefully we encourage some people who are monthly subscribers to eventually turn in to Xtrack holders. That is the point. Is there integration with X-Ray? Like integrate some sort of X-Ray data with the regular Twitter data? I mean, the only data we could gather from X-Ray would be like who the top shillers are, right? Like who shills the most and who. What we were thinking of doing for that is maybe having a leaderboard, right? Having a leaderboard on the web app or the website. Website, by the way, we are making a new one. Just so you guys know, that has been 100% decided. I forgot to touch on that. We are creating a fully new website. We find our website is a little bit old and dull, right? It was great for launch because at launch all we had was one singular product. But now we have, 4 products? I think it's 4 products, 5 products. We have quite a bit going on, and we feel like we should have a website that displays each of these products in their own section. You know what I mean? Some nice videos, links to everything that they need. Our current website is just a little outdated in our opinion. So we're going to be working on getting a whole new website, nice, flashy videos, complete explanations, right there on the website, so people don't have to do too much digging. It's kind of, this is what it does. I get it. Let me click. Let me check it out. X-Ray costs. X-Ray is free. X-Ray is just like Shield. It is a public bot. You can invite it to any group. It is completely free. Just join here, tools. Right? Just join X-Ray Tech Bot and invite it into any group. Give it admin permissions and you can use it. It's completely free. It costs nothing. There's no cost at all for X-Ray. We're using it to get our name out there, right? If people decide to use X-Ray instead of other, bots, maybe the same name Shield, we'll have our name out there and bring people onto our web app. And right now we currently have more functionality than any of our competitors. We're working on making a little graphic up about that, a little pictograph showing how X-Ray is superior, right? So X-Ray is free to use, absolutely free to use. So yeah, as I was saying, for X-Ray though, the only integration that we could think of doing is possibly making a leaderboard, right? Where maybe projects that are using X-Ray could reward their top shiller with some of their tokens, right? That would be a whole back-end thing that the dev would have to create on the web app, but we have it in the suggestion box. I believe it might have been Omen and someone that we were speaking with about this, but it was definitely a community member, 100% community member suggestion, and a great one at that. But that is something that's going to take a little bit longer to build. That's not an overnight get done real quick. But we think it would be cool if projects could set up some sort of contest for their best shiller, as well as see a visual leaderboard of who their best shillers are. And on our end, on our web app, we'll have a leaderboard of the overall top shillers that use X-Raid, right? So I mean, this could have this is a visual. It could have a bunch of different purposes, right? I could see people trying to get on the top of the leaderboards to show that they're a really good KOL, right? Look at me, I'm on the top of X-Raid. I'm always shilling on Twitter. I'm a great KOL. Projects could use it to show how, look, our top shillers are higher than yours. Something of the sorts, but I think that's how we could incorporate X-Raid with the web app. I don't think X-Raid would provide any data that people need trading wise, like the leaderboard and doing some type of rewards. All right, Mabulabot. Oh, you think it was yours? That could have been yours as well. It's been suggested by a few people actually. It's just not one of those things that is quick to do. And seeing as how we're like a little bit more focused on getting the holder features ramped up and getting the holder features looking quite nice, and adding on to that is going to be a little bit of a back burner. It's not that we're not going to do it, but we're like more focused on getting this web app giving you all the data and information that you could possibly need, right? So that our holders feel rewarded and they see the work getting done for them. And then, right, we might do a leaderboard and that kind of thing for X-Raid.
If I add something basically regarding the feature you just mentioned.
Absolutely.
So it's good for incentivizing people, right? Let's say, for example, the best shiller will get, let's say, the first 3 shillers will get, for example, tokens, or they will get the prize. So you're replacing buy bots into basically Twitter shells. And no one has done this before. I don't think Shield have done it yet, at least. So basically,
no,
top three shillers, for example, will get specific an amount, basically, or something.
Absolutely.
To shill, basically.
Yeah, it just to make it automated like you want, right? I did talk it over with the dev. We talked it over, but like I said, this is not no small project. You would need a contract made. The contract would have to hold the project tokens. The project would have to send in the tokens
No, you don't need I don't think you need to complicate it too much. So basically, a leaderboard that's sitting on a database is enough for you to know who deserves.
Absolutely. If it's just a leaderboard and they send it out themselves, yeah. If they're sending out the tokens themselves, that's absolutely fine. We considered maybe making it automated just to make sure that it's safe, right? Just so a project doesn't.
Automation, I think initially is good.
Absolutely. My only reason for the automation is that I would hate to see a project, right, try to make a whole bunch of people shill and then they don't pay out their prize, right? At least with a contract and automation, you're forcing the founders to be honest. So we could initially do it without, but I would like to move to it just so not too many people are using this feature, right, to abuse their communities, right? Oh, we're going to give you this many tokens, and then people shill, and then the project shuts their doors 2 hours later and leaves.
It still happens in buybots anyway.
It does, but at least if it's automated and we have the tokens, we're paying out regardless. Whoever those top shillers are, right? We would be all they would have to do is come and claim on the app. But I see what you're saying. A leaderboard is fine. We could start off like that. We would just put a warning saying, listen, we don't take any responsibility if a project decides to not pay you your.
We don't guarantee the payout, basically. But
exactly.
Again.
Yeah, we don't guarantee the payout.
Also, right?
Yeah, no, it's a great idea. The leaderboard is easy to do. A leaderboard wouldn't be hard to do. The automation would be hard to do, but a leaderboard's not hard to do. So if it's just a leaderboard, then yeah, I can see us getting to it fairly early in the New Year's. We just have a lot of utility we have planned for the tiers, right? Like you guys have kind of been taking a back seat for a bit while we built X-Raid, and X-Raid is a free tool. We built quite a few free tools to get our name out there. So now we're just really, really focused on giving you guys some big upgrades so you guys can see like, oh wow, they haven't forgotten about us, because we haven't.
Yeah, I totally agree. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page regarding how basically X-Raid should work, at least with the incentives for people who raid and a leaderboard. So you've seen SEC, right? How SEC works.
Yes, yeah, no, I've seen different products and how it works. Like we could do it with the leaderboard, right? We could definitely get it done with the leaderboard. It wouldn't be too hard. There's also a few other things. We might even, we could even make a little prize pool for the top 3 shillers overall or something, right? Maybe they win a little bit of Xtrack tokens, some access codes or something to encourage people to initially start using the bot.
Yeah, basically you incentivize people to wait on Twitter. That's excellent, I think.
Yeah, right. I because we don't mind. I could always take a bit of my personal funds, buy some tokens or access codes, right? You win a 1 month, 1 month access code, 2 month access code, whatever it is, something worth it to people so that they start using the X-Rate bot. But we could throw some tokens in there as well just to incentivize and start getting people using the tool. But yeah, no, I like the leaderboard idea. It takes out quite a bit of hassle with the whole automation, right? Like we were thinking a little bit bigger than I think than we have to go. So yeah, just a leaderboard. Tell people, listen, we take no responsibility for the payouts. That's all up to the project. And if they don't pay out, just let us know and we'll remove their leaderboard from the leaderboards, and we'll do it like that.
Anyway, no. So I think we should start slow.
Yeah.
Don't do everything at the same time.
No, we definitely can't.
Start slow. Start with it. You cannot do it with the contract. Will be too much hassle for you to begin. And then you need an escrow account, for example, to guarantee the payout. Fiverr does not do that, by the way. They don't guarantee the payout.
No, it doesn't. So like I like this. There's this one person right now just tweeting, and it's showing how X-Rate works, right? Like, so this is why X-Rate is going to grow your reach more than any other tool, because every time someone tweets about your cash tag, you're going to get a notification about it. Now you could start the raid on it if you want, or you could just Twitter URL.
And I think another good idea, basically,
give it a like.
A lot of people that use. Well, is it correct?
A lot of people use what? Sorry.
Wait, let me just talk. Give me a second. Okay, so basically, imagine you incentivize people to share it, right? So there's a lot of groups that are private groups that get paid to share. Imagine if these guys don't go and share. They share, they basically get Xtrack somehow as incentive.
Well, that's what we're thinking. That's what we're thinking for the top 3 overall shillers, right? Like we could maybe get a little Xtrack prize pool going there. But at the end of the day, that's all going to depend on projects and what they're willing to put up, right? Because we're not planning on incentivizing people with 1 million Xtrack tokens.
Project and bumps. You need to put the rule through how things should work. But in general,
well, that's why automation. That's why I said automation is the only way. There's no rules that you can set in place. People don't follow rules. What you have to do is automate it. But
again, just second phase. You don't go all in. You won't be able to. You don't have the basically.
No, we're not going to. We're going to test it out, obviously, but that's how it has to go long term. Long term, it has to go to automation. It's the only way. It's the only way that it goes.
Basically, who wants it, basically, right? A big group wants it, basically, to know who are shilling for them to get price. Already, there is a client that wants this feature. So I think initially, people will start seeing this feature as a good feature that Shield does not have. You always need to think outside the box through features that are not provided normally.
Well, our bot already provides features that aren't provided normally, my friend. So
again, I agree, but it's not popular enough. The feature that maybe the incentive one, like the Fiverr one.
I don't think it has anything to do with incentive. I think it just has to do with marketing, and that'll be coming when the incubator. We already have some incubators planned and moved for the future. So I think everything's all good, my friend. I think we got this covered, and I think this rocket ship's going straight to the moon. So, yeah. Your phone is cutting out really heavily though, brother. I'm trying to pick up what you're saying, but like your phone is your reception is terrible right now, my friend. So we'll save the conversation for a later date because it's just gonna make the recording all choppy.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome, my friend. Yeah, you can call me anytime. I always have my line open for your calls.
All right.
Take care, my friend. Take care. Yeah, like Omen was saying there, we can easily just start it off with the leaderboard. I think Xraid will start being used quite a bit in the new years. I have some people that I'm working with, some project incubators that we're working out deals right now of them using Xraid in return for advertisements, and maybe we give some of their people in the incubator, some monthly access code so they can try the tech. But yeah, things are going good on that aspect. I got some good things working behind the scene. You guys will start seeing Xraid used in quite a few new projects come the New Year's, right? So yeah, that's what we got planned in that aspect. Incubators, I think, are the way to go, because that is what the tool is for, really. The tool is for projects, new projects, right? I'm not trying to go into a project that's been out for 3 months and trying to convince them to stop using what they've been using to start using our tool. That will not happen. It just simply won't, right? That is a path much more difficult than finding projects that are using no tools currently and offering them ours for when they launch. Say, hey, when you launch, don't use any of these tools. Use Xraid. It'll do everything you need it to do and more. Would be cool to offer. So I honestly, even just, you know what I mean? Of course, they're the big one in the space, right? But I'm not trying to give them any more advertisement than they already have, right? I'm not trying to convince anybody. The best way to do it is to have them use it from the jump, not trying to go in and convincing people switch from this to this. That's not the way to use it, right? The way you do it is, once enough people start seeing it, then people will start using it, right? But a project that's been around for 6 months that might be using a competitor product, they're not gonna switch. It serves them no purpose. It serves them no purpose to switch. They already got everything all set up. So yeah, no, it's new projects that we're after. New projects. I'm happy to offer deals and advertisements to new projects that have already been around, that are currently already using something. That's fine. You know what I mean? That's not our target market. Do we have any other questions? Any other questions, suggestions? I know you guys seen the web app. You guys are using it. Some of you may not have used it already. So when you do use it, feel free to give us some suggestions and let us know what you think. But yeah, if there's no more suggestions, there's no more questions, nothing, I'll probably be wrapping it up here shortly. We've already gone half an hour, and I wasn't planning on making this voice chat too long. I just wanted to go over a few things with the community. You'll try it out this weekend. That sounds great. Please let me know what you think and give any suggestions that you have. But yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions, that'll be the end of the VC for tonight. I wish you guys all some happy holidays. I hope you guys have great times with your family and that everybody is healthy. No matter what you're celebrate it hard. And yeah, us as a team will be working a little bit through the Christmas holidays for sure. I am only really taking Christmas Day off, and I'll be around when the dev needs me, and the dev's also working. So we'll be here if you guys need us. But we also understand that crypto is not the most important thing around these times. So if it's quiet in here, we look forward to welcoming you guys back when the holidays are done. So I'm just going to chill for 1 minute, make sure there's no questions, no one wants to hop in, say anything, and then I'll end the recording. And that'll be the end of the VC for tonight. Once we get the access codes working for the web app, we'll be doing a little Christmas giveaway for our holders. We'll be pretty much, it depends what tier you're going to be getting, but most of our holders will be getting an access code that they can give to a friend or a loved one to try to, bring them onto the Xtrack family team. So that is one thing that we're going to be doing as soon as we got the access code for this. All holders are going to get an access code. You guys got to request it though, because we don't want just to print too many access codes for nothing. So upon request, just shoot me a DM. Hey, I want an access code for so and so. I'll give you guys an access code and you can give it to a friend. And hopefully some of your friends that you've been trying to convince to come onto the Xtrack team will decide to join by trying the tech for themselves. That's what I'm hoping happens with that. Alright guys, well I'm going to wrap it up. If you guys think of any questions afterwards, feel free to ask. I'm going to be here for the rest of the night. So I wish you guys all some happy holidays. You guys take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers.